Welcome back. It's Dr. Ed Ernstrom here with Ernstrom Spinal Rehab. It's Monday again. Let's get motivated. So as I was looking into certain topics or themes that I should go into today, the last 2 weeks I've done some short stories or some things that were, using analogies to make a point about a certain topics, but like stress, and then also how there's certain things that hold us back in life. Now, as I was talking to one of my patients today, I asked, hey, would you like to hear more of these motivational stories, or would you like something that's more like a list of successful habits? And he said more about successful habits. So I'm going to work on that on things in the future. But instead of successful habits, there's one habit that I was listening to somebody giving a motivational talk earlier today. And one of the things that really highlighted to me, his name was Eric Thomas. He's a preacher. And he said, practice makes permanent. Now, he was talking to a group of college football players. And as he was talking to them, he was talking about you don't have to be the most talented, and you don't have to be the most gifted, and you don't have to be the strongest or the most intelligent on the field. You just can't be outworked. And practice really comes into play, and more than just things that are athletic and school and all of that types of things for these young athletes, but it also comes into certain things that as we practice certain habits, they become ingrained into us. Somebody once told me that our thoughts become our words, and our words become our actions, and our actions become our habits. So with this, it all kind of, if we reverse engineer our habits, then are brought because of what we do in practice. And that's where he's talking about practice makes permanent. But now, if our actions are led by our words, the things that we say are also very contributory to exactly what ends up becoming permanent. And also back to that, if our words are from our thoughts, then our thoughts also lead to permanence. So what do we need to do to change something that's so solidified and so permanent that we need to break this chain of bad habits and bad actions? We need to then either start with new thoughts, and start with new thoughts that can actually become new words, and those new words can become new actions, and those new actions can become new habits that lead to better success and also better happiness. Or we can actually just start with, I'm going to start a new habit. How do I need to do that new habit? Well, I need to do these actions. And we need to start reverse engineering back to what then will lead to our thoughts. And those new thoughts will then now lead back to those habits as we head through that cascade. So, what do I want to take away from this today? I want to let you know that you have what's inside you that can actually lead towards success. Another wise man that is very dear to my heart and is a head of a world religion at one point in his life had once said, "You have not failed unless you stop trying." Practice makes permanent. If you have stopped trying, it means you've stopped practicing. It means that you've stopped trying to make a habit into something that will lead to happiness. Or you've succumb to the idea that unhappiness is the result of your life, and that if you continue to just keep doing the things that you're doing, you'll never get to be happy, and you're just going to continue on in these perpetuating habits that will lead to unhappiness. It only takes one opportunity to make a choice so that you can actually overcome these things, and it all starts back to those original thoughts. And if once you've had those thoughts, if you don't say it out loud, write it down. And once you've written it down, you start making that list of things that will actually start leading you towards those actions. And those actions will then become your habits. So I just want to let you know that there is an opportunity for you with a lot of the things that I'm teaching here on Get Motivated Mondays, Get Moving on Wednesdays, and Get Metabolic on Fridays. They all have a process and a procedure that will lead you towards something successful in your life. And that it will lead you towards something that will make you happier and healthier, and make everyone else around you happier and healthier, because you'll find the motivation in yourself to want to help everyone else. And the greatest happiness in this life for me is one, to entertain people. I'm an entertainer. That's one of my greatest motivations in life, is that I'm in front of people and that I'm talking to them and I'm helping them. And number two is also being a helper. If I'm not helping people, I'm not happy. And so I need to let my thoughts lead to, well, how can I help more people? And that those thoughts will then lead to my words and my actions, and that's why I'm doing these videos. And so that as I create this habit, as I continually keep doing this week after week, I'm going to help you and entertain you, and that makes me happy. Find out what makes you happy. Remember, follow Eric Thomas's words, and let you know that the permanent things in your life are because you practice them, whether you're happy or you're unhappy. You've put that into motion, and it's your choice to change that. All right, we'll see you next time.